For U.S. Representative Mia Love of Utah, a daughter of Haitian immigrants who became the first Black Republican woman elected to Congress, died Sunday. She was 49. Love's family posting this news of her death on Love's X account. I want to transition and show that to you. Take a look. It is cut off at the bottom, so I will read it in full on this end. It says, quote, "With grateful hearts filled to overflowing for the profound influence of Mia on our lives, we want you to know that she passed away peacefully today. She was in her home surrounded by family. In the midst of a celebration of her life and an avalanche of happy memories, Mia quietly slipped the bands of mortality and, as her words and vision always did, soared heavenward. We are thankful for the many good wishes, prayers, and condolences. We are taking some time as a family and will provide information about funeral services and a public celebration of her life in the days to come."
Wow. Wow. Another one, our precious Lord, our sincere, heartfelt condolences to her family. What a loss. What a loss. No words, people, no words. I accidentally found this, or it found me, and I'm like, we just had another politician, 2-3 days ago. 43 years old. This one's 49, so young. You probably heard about the history, her rumble with Donald Trump as well as Barack Obama. I put up against the 5 C's. I sure did. I wanted to see how it looked. She battled with this cancer thing. Seems like there's a cancer thing going around with certain people. You know? And she had a lot of fight in her. She fought it. Just want to give my respects to her, her Haitian family, Haiti. She served her constituents, Utah, mayor, congresswoman. Trailblazer, right? First of this and the first of that. Will ride on her wings.
News. One of them is Senator Mike Lee. Take a look. He says, quote, "Please join me in praying for the Love family and remembering Mia Love as a friend, trailblazer, congresswoman, wife, mother, and patriot. May she rest in peace, and may the great things she worked for in this life inspire the people of Utah and all Americans to better serve each other, our families, and our countries." Again, this is in response to this breaking news learning that former GOP Representative Mia Love died at the age of 49 after a battle with cancer.
And Carson is live from the state capitol. And Brian, you just spoke with Love's longtime friend, Utah Lieutenant Governor Deidre Henderson. What is she telling you today?
Well, Lori and Tamara, she says it's devastating and heartbreaking, to say the least. Love and Henderson have been friends for 16 years, and she says it's painful to know that they don't have much time left. It was just 2 years ago that Mia Love made it public she'd been battling brain cancer since 2022. Now, she did outlive her initial diagnosis at the time, but over the weekend, her daughter made a post on Love's X account saying her cancer is no longer responding to treatment. Lieutenant Governor Henderson knows the toll it's taken on Love. She says that she's been unwilling to give in to the disease, yet there is not going to be a cure for her. She tells me Love's fight and how much she cares for others, despite what she was going through, has been inspiring.
I still have a voicemail that she left me, asking how I was doing, telling me how much she loved me, thanking me for being such a good friend to her. All she was doing in the middle of her pain and her health crisis that she was going through.
So yeah, her longtime friend was with her 2 weeks before she passed. I wanted to play that. I really just wanted to play that. And I thought about that song way back in the day. That's what friends are for. Remember that song? That's what friends are for. Dionne Warwick. That's what friends are for. I get chills, but hey, that's the song that came to me. That's what friends are for. Beautiful song. Keep smiling. She sang that with a whole lot of people, right? We are the world. Yeah, we are the world. Yeah, beautiful. Man, get chills. So yeah, her birthday was December 6th, 1975. As I said before, she departed March 3rd. May she rest in peace. If you take her birth date of 12/6 of 2024, her last birthday, subtract it from inauguration day of Trump, 1/20 of 2025, you get 45 days. And I've been asking myself since I heard about it, is it a ritual or is it a sacrifice? I'll let you decide because Trump was the 45th president. 45 days after her birthday, Trump was inaugurated. Coincidence, yes, huh? And when she was the mayor, Utah, she served until January 8th, 2014. Take January 8th of 2025, the anniversary when she served, versus the day she just passed yesterday, 3/23. The difference is 2/16. August 4th is the 216th day of the year. Barack Obama's birthday is August 4th, the 216th day of the year. Is that coincidence? And she won on April 26th of 2014, a member of Congress, receiving 78% of the vote. 78. How fitting. That's got to be a coincidence, but Trump is 78 years old. Isn't that something? April 26th, went to Congress. April 26, 2024, subtracted from the day that she departed the earth, 3/23. Difference is 47 weeks. Trump's the 47th president. It's just mysterious how life is. Wow. And last we had 3/23/2025, the last day she was on the planet, the last day her soul was here, versus Trump's next birthday, 6/14 of 2025. The difference is 84 days. And Barack Obama was born August 4th. Again, may she rest in peace. God's love to her and her family. Was it a ritual? Was it a sacrifice? Or is all this coincidence? Wow. Now, speaking of Haitians and migrants, Venezuelans, there's this thing about the parole might be revoked, like places in Springfield, Ohio. Yeah. That over, 500,000 migrants will be sent back in about a month or 2 months? Check it out.
Haitian migrants, Springfield, Ohio. Let's talk. Folks, we've been covering Springfield, Ohio, and during the course of the last few years under the Biden administration, 20,000 Haitian migrants descended into a small community, overwhelming the community, outraging residents, car accidents all over the place, homes taken over where people are kicked out of their homes to accommodate the Haitians, jobs, taking jobs, a lot of different things happening. TPS, under temporary protective status, and also humanitarian reasons. Well, it looks like it's all coming to an end, folks. 20,000 Haitians in Springfield, Ohio are going to be affected. 500,000 across the United States, not only Haitians, but Cubans, Venezuelans, and others. It's a two-part system here.
And check this out. Judge in deportation case says disaster. This came out 8 hours ago. Trying to stay on this thing in real time, right?
The church at the time of the protest. We're taking steps backward now with Trump and his regime. It comes as President Trump escalates his feud with federal judge James Boasberg, calling Boasberg a constitutional disaster on social media. Boasberg has set a hearing for today to, quote, get to the bottom of whether the administration ignored his order to turn around flights bound for El Salvador carrying Venezuelan immigrants.
The administration argues it deported the alleged gang members under the Wartime Alien Enemies Act, claiming the planes were already in international waters when Boasberg made his ruling. ABC's Jonathan Carl pressed border czar Tom Homan about his recent comments, in which Homan said he doesn't care about the judge's order.
I don't care what that judges think as far as this case. We're going to continue to arrest public safety threats and national security threats. We're going to continue to deport to the United States.
But you're going to abide by court orders as long as, and go through your appeals process, but you are not going to...
I thought I saw something when I saw those planes. So let me go back on that again. Yeah, I did see it. Looks like an X there, doesn't it? Wow, looks like a big X. I wonder what the name of that plane company is. Looks like a giant X. Wow. All right, well, let's move forward. We'll read this. National Public Radio from a few days ago. DHS revokes legal protections for 532,000 Cubans, Haitians, Nicaraguans, and Venezuelans. Miami, the Department of Homeland Security, said Friday that it will revoke legal protections for hundreds of thousands of Cubans, Haitians, and Nicaraguans and Venezuelans, setting them up for potential deportation in about a month. The order applies to about 532,000 people from the 4 countries who came to the United States since October of 2022. They arrived with financial sponsors and were given 2-year permits to live and work in the U.S. Homeland Security Secretary Krishna Noem said they will lose their legal status on April 24th or 30th, or 30 days after the publication of the notice in the Federal Register. So yeah, people, it could happen. The new policy impacts people who are already in the United States and who came under the humanitarian parole program. It follows an earlier Trump administration decision to end what is called the, quote, broad abuse, unquote, of the humanitarian parole, a long-standing legal tool presidents have used to allow people from countries where there's war or political instability to enter and temporarily live in the United States. Yeah, it's something else, people. It's something else. It's something else. It's something else. Now, I read a video, I think it was late last year or early this year. I forgot. Probably late last year. Excuse me. I covered this thing, this migrant crisis. It was last year. This lady, I want you to hear, she's a resident there in Springfield. You know, the biggest problem they have is, they said, a little bit of crime, overpopulation. They don't have enough money to take care of the necessary needs of the elderly already and people who are destitute. And now you add to it with this. The thing about eating cats and eating dogs, take it with a grain of salt. A lot of videos been made on it, I think for clickbait. I'm not gonna go there, but from a housing standpoint, a social standpoint, they're hitting cars and things like that. So let's get into it right quick. Check it out.
It's hard sometimes to get up in the morning and hear residents that I've known for years struggle. This is a paycheck to paycheck kind of town, working class, and the citizens that depend on our social services, like healthcare, a rocking horse, going down to the Social Security office for benefits, are waiting in line and they're not getting the services they need. And it breaks my heart to see people that I taught and their children experiencing this. So I took it upon myself to make sure that I showed up at every city commission meeting pleading our case. And if it took something like this to get the spotlight flashed on us, then so be it.
Oh, yeah, it's big. It's big. I want to go back to this guy's site, JLR Investigations. These comments I read last night, I tell you, some of them off the chain. This needs to happen everywhere in our country. That is what I voted for, amen. I live in Ohio and been praying for this to stop, and they need deported ASAP. Thank God and President Trump. This was a horrible situation. Now cats and dogs will be safe once they are gone. Those poor animals in Springfield will never be the same. It's about time to get them out. They've been allowed to break laws, and that we Americans would go to jail for and be fined for. The governor of Ohio has a big role in what has happened in Springfield. The situation there is an insult to the citizens. One-way ticket back is a lot cheaper than a month of free housing and Social Security, medical benefits. 35 million to go. Now the community can have their roads back. Automobile insurance should go down in Ohio with them gone. Let's go. Promises made, promises kept. We will not forget about you, Springfield. Yes, finally, thank Trump. I personally don't care if the military, state police, the local police, FBI, and every other three-letter agency has to go door to door. Wow. 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 I tell you. Which also means no more extra money to JFS and Catholic charities. You just made my week. Awesome. Yeah, make America great again, whatever. How did Biden grant them this exactly? I tell you, people, and what do you guys think? Great news. You guys feel the same way? Put in the comment section. Even if you're not in Springfield, how do you feel? Like I said before, in the black neighborhoods here in Chicago, it's a big problem. It's a big problem. You can go on social media, you can see that this is one city where they should never have done it. It was already small. It was already small. And like she said, people are paycheck to paycheck. And now you just exacerbated the problem. So yeah, served up on a platter by yours truly, President Biden. And I'm sure the residents can't wait for the 30 days or one month to see what's going to go on. I remember reading a comment last night. I guess they took it down. It said, make dogs and cats safe again. I couldn't believe it. I literally read that last night. It said, make dogs and cats safe again. I had to laugh. I had to laugh. You know, I apologize, but hey, it was just funny. It caught me off guard. I don't see it here. It might be somewhere buried. Maybe someone took it down. But yeah, it said, make dogs and cats great again. All right, people, I'm done. Again, my condolences to Miss Love. Beautiful name, beautiful person. Pray for her family. And what do you think about this this Haitian thing, this Venezuela thing? Definitely they keeping their campaign promises. They say what? The villains go first, the gangbangers go first. And now Trump wants to dig back into the vault of history with the laws and say, look, Joe Biden extended the thing too long. What do you think? What do you think? If anything, it would help our economics, right? And help sustain us as a country. And they go back and come back and do it the right way. God bless you. God bless America. Amen.